I'm going to talk about occurring pattern. Let's look at weather warning. There is no weather warning, so let's look at pressure pattern starting from June the 20 something. So I need to do it properly. So June the 26th, 1016 millibars of pressure. Let's go to next 24 hours, which is June the 27th. This Sunday. 1016 millibars of pressure. Let's go to next hour, which is 8 p.m. June the 26th. So 1016 everywhere in Southern Ontario. So does it count for 1015 and 1014? So let's go to next hour, which is June the 29th. Is Sunday. 1012, 1000 and move this a little bit. So 1016 millibars of pressure. So let's go to next hour, which is June the 30th. Is something. So 1012 millibars of pressure. So let's go back to previous hour, which is June the 28th. So 1012, 1016 millibars of pressure. This 1000 and out of Southern Ontario, so it doesn't count. So let's look at precipitation patterns. Wharton, Hanover, Midland, Alala, Petty, Georgia, Babylon, Souls, Oakville, Sissaga, Brampton, Orangeville, Toronto, Richmond, Newmarket, Scarborough, Stouffville, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Cobra, Peterborough, Belleville, Niagara Falls, City, those is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's look at 8 p.m. Scarborough, Stouffville, Toronto, Richmond, Newmarket, Brampton, Orangeville, Oshawa, Peterborough, Cobra, Belleville, Beverly, so Georgia, Betty, Dorset, Inland, Dorset, are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall, including Niagara Falls City. So let's go to 11 p.m. There is nothing else. So parts of Washington 0.25 millimeters rainfall, including Boston and Niagara Falls City. Let's go to 8 a.m. It's not because 11 a.m. It's not because 2 p.m. there is some things. So it takes a while to load. So Stouffville, Newmarket, Orangeville, Uxbridge, Cobra, Peterborough, Belleville, all the Labradors is gonna get some inland. It's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 5 p.m. There is something. So Uxbridge, Peterborough, Belleville, Coburg, Tofu, berry, bablazo, salala, inland. Those is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 8 p.m. There is something. So, Uxbridge, Peterborough, Babel. So, those is inland. Those is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 11 p.m. There is nothing. So, let's go to 8 a.m. There's nothing. 11 a.m. There's nothing. 2 p.m. There is something. TOEFL, Uxbridge, those is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 5 p.m. There is something. TOEFL, Uxbridge, Belleville's gonna be 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to next hour, which is 8 p.m. There is something. Let's go to 11 p.m. There's nothing else. 8 a.m. There's nothing else. 11 a.m. There's nothing else. 2 p.m. There's nothing else. 5 p.m. There's nothing else. 8 p.m. There's nothing else. 11 p.m. There's nothing else. 8 a.m. There's something. Georgia, Beverly Hills, Olala, Inland, Belleville, Peterborough, Coburg. Those is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 11 a.m. Eddie, Olala, Georgia, Beverly Hills, Belleville. Those is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 2 p.m. There is something. Derry, Berry, Beverly Hills, Olala. Niagara on the Lake Belleville's gonna get some parts of Niagara. It's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall, including snowfall. Let's go to 5 p.m. There is something. So snowfall, Beverly says very la. Those is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall, Niagara, including Niagara on the Lake Pacific. So let's go to 8 p.m. There is something. There is nothing. 11 p.m. There is nothing, including Brampton, Borderline, Walk. So we're gonna skip. So let's look at total precipitation. Let's see, it's June 30th. It is. So let's look at total precipitation starting from refresh 8 p.m. June the 27th. So about 4 millimeters in Stoffel, New Market, no, Stoffel's 1 millimeters, New Market 2 millimeters, Sorting Soap 1 millimeters, Uxless 2 millimeters, Coburg 0.7 millimeters, Balbo 1.4 millimeters. And last gonna be 0.9 millimeters, Alala 0.9 millimeters, Betty 0.7 millimeters. So let's go to next tower, which is 8 p.m. June the 28th. The market orange was gonna get some. Stover is gonna get some 0.7 millimeters. So let's go to Belvoir, which is going to get some 0.3 millimeters of rainfall for. Let's go to next tower, which is 8 p.m. There is nothing else. Let's go to 8 p.m. June the 30th. There is something. Scarborough's gonna get some 0.46 millimeters. 6 millimeters of rainfall. Coburg 1 millimeters for Peterborough is gonna be 1 millimeters. Valves 5 millimeters. Georginia's gonna get some 0.8 millimeters. Japanese baptizers. Betty's gonna get some 1 millimeters. Salala's 1 millimeters. Last gonna get some 0.9 millimeters of rainfall. Loading solid wave. Let's go to Niagara Lake. 0.8 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to Richmond Hill, which is 0.2 millimeters. Loading Brampton, or just orange folder included. So let's go orange for Newmark. Orange folder Brampton is also 0.2 millimeters for orange folder only. So let's go to next to Switch. Gonna be 0.7 millimeters. I show 0.56 0.4 millimeters of rainfall. So let's go to next tower, which is there is no next stop. Collingwood 0.9 millimeters. So let's go to air temperature patterns. So let's go to air temperature patterns. Skip all of this. Starting from 3 p.m. There is something. Everywhere Niagara Falls 22.5 degrees, Hamilton Oakville 21 degrees, Oakville's gonna be 19 degrees, and Branch 25 degrees, Dover 25 degrees. Scarborough is going to be 24 degrees, Dartmouth 19 degrees, Newmarket Orange 23 degrees, Oxford 22 degrees, Ashford 20 degrees, Peterborough 23 degrees, Coburg 17 degrees, Belleville 21 degrees, Georgina 21 degrees, Betty 21 degrees, Babylon 22 degrees, Olalas 21 2 degrees, Illa's gonna be 21 degrees, Holloway is gonna be 18 degrees, Bombay is 18 degrees, Stanley is gonna be 16 degrees, Obsay is gonna be 90 degrees, Line is gonna be 90 degrees, Boyarton 16 degrees, Anna is gonna get some 17.5 degrees, 18.5, Warta 21 degrees, Collingwood 90 degrees, so let's go to next tower, which is 7 a.m. There's something, so Brighton 30 degrees, Worldson 13 degrees, Hanover 13 degrees, Collingwood 14 degrees, Palm Beach 14 degrees, 15 degrees, Thunder Beach 12 degrees, Solid Beach 16 degrees, Atlanta 16 degrees, Solala 15 degrees, Reddy's 15 degrees, Georginia's 17 degrees, Severia's 16 degrees, so everywhere now about 6.5 degrees, Hamilton Local 16 degrees, Oakville 16 degrees, Oakville 15 degrees, cold is warm at 16 degrees, Manchester 50 degrees, Dover 50 degrees, Scarborough down to 16 degrees, Scarborough is going to be 16 degrees, Newmarket, Orange Hole 40 degrees, Oxford 50 degrees, Asheville 16 degrees, Peterborough 16 degrees, Coburg 16 degrees, Belleville 17 degrees. So Hope's Way is going to get some 12 degrees. Line says going to get some 12 degrees. So let's go to next tower, which is let's go to next tower, which is 3 p.m. This Sunday. So for 24 degrees more, Tampa out to 22 degrees. Hanoi is going to be 24 degrees. Lingwood 21 degrees. Palm Beach 21 degrees. Solid Beach 21 degrees. Thunder Beach going to get some 16 degrees. Niagara on the Lakes 22 degrees. Niagara Falls 25 degrees. Hamilton Local 90 degrees. Local coldest in Oakville 90 degrees. Warm is 21 degrees. Mississauga 21 degrees. Brant 25 degrees. Over 26 degrees. Scarborough 25 degrees. Downriver 21 degrees. Newmarket, Orange 26 degrees. Hooksville 24 degrees. Hotshot 22 degrees. Peterborough 25 degrees. Coburg 18 degrees. Balboa 24 degrees. Georgina Babylon's 24 degrees. Betty's gonna get some 24 degrees. Alala's gonna get some 24 degrees. So, Palm Beach. So, Hope is gonna get some to 16 degrees. Line says gonna be 19 degrees. So, let's go to next hour, which is 7 a.m. This Sunday. So, Whiten 16 degrees, Boylston 16 degrees, Hanover 16 degrees, Collingwood 17 degrees, Solid Bay 18 degrees, Thunder Bay 17 degrees, Palm Beach 17 degrees. It's gonna be 16 degrees everywhere in Iowa, 15.5 degrees. Hamilton, Oakville, 40 degrees. Oakville, coldest 14 degrees. Warmest 15 degrees. Brandon, 70 degrees. This is August, 16 degrees. Down to 70 degrees. Scarborough, 70 degrees. Dover, 70 degrees. Newmarket, going to 15 degrees. Oakville, 70 degrees. Oshawa, 17 degrees. Peterborough, 16 degrees. Coburg, 16 degrees. Bravo, 70 degrees. Georginia's 20 degrees, Beverly Hills is 17 degrees, where he's gonna get some 17 degrees, all of us. Going to get some 17 degrees, so let's go to the next tower, which is 80. Let's go to next tower, which is 3 p.m. There is something. For Elton, 25 degrees, Sunwest 16 degrees, 26 degrees, Wharton 76 degrees, Hope is gonna be in 20 degrees. Line says gonna be 19, 21 degrees. Everywhere was Niagara Lakes, 23 degrees. Niagara Falls City, 26 degrees. Hamilton, Oakville, 16 degrees. Oakville, that's cold as warm as 18 degrees. Branson, 27 degrees. Tofu, 27 degrees. Scarborough, Toronto, 22 degrees. Scarborough, 25 degrees. Newmarket, Owensville, 27 degrees. Hooksville, 25 degrees. Hotshot, 23 degrees. Peterborough, 26 degrees. Coburg, 90 degrees. Balboa, 24 degrees. Georgina 25 degrees, Ready 25 degrees, Babylon is 26 degrees, so Alala's gonna be 26 degrees, so let's go to Collingwood 24 degrees, Palm Beach gonna get some 25 degrees, Thunder Bay 25 degrees, Thunder Beach gonna get some 21 degrees, and Lance gonna get some 27 degrees. So 26.5. So let's go to Lingwood 24 degrees. So let's go to London. So let's go to next hour, which is 7 a.m. this Sunday. So Wharton 70 degrees, Boylston 17 degrees, Hanover is gonna get some 16 degrees, Lingwood 90 degrees, Palm Beach 90 degrees, Solid Thunder Beach 90 degrees, Solid Bay is gonna be 20 degrees, and last gonna get some 17 degrees, so Georgina is gonna be 21 degrees, Olala is gonna get some 20 degrees, Babylon is gonna be 21 degrees, Eddie is gonna be 16 degrees, everyone else 70.5 25 degrees, so 70.5 degrees, Hamilton, Oakville, 40 degrees, Oakville, cold is 40 degrees, warm is 16 degrees, Francis, 70 degrees, Tofu, 70 degrees, Scarborough, 70 degrees, West 80 degrees, Oshawa, 16 degrees, Coburg, Peterborough, Coburg is 15 degrees, Balboa, 18 degrees, Sissaga, 16 degrees. So let's go to next top space. So it's gonna get some 10 degrees, 18 degrees in line set. So let's go to next tower, which is let's go to next tower, which is 3 p.m. This Sunday. So for us 26 degrees, Lingwood is going to be 27.5 degrees, Watson 30 degrees, Hope says it's gonna get some 26 degrees, so Line says it's gonna get some 26 degrees. Lingwood 18 degrees, Bombay is 29 degrees, Solabay is 29 degrees, Inland is gonna be 29 degrees, Thunder Bay is gonna get some 22, 24 degrees, so everywhere Niagara Falls, Niagara Lake 22 degrees, Niagara Falls City 30 degrees, Hamilton 18 degrees, that's the coldest, warmest gonna be 90 degrees. Brantford 28 degrees, Toronto 22 degrees, Scarborough is gonna get some 28 degrees, Tofu 28 degrees, Newmarket Orange 28 degrees, Oaksville 26 degrees, Oshawa 24 degrees, Peterborough 27 degrees, Coburg 90 degrees, Balboa 26 degrees, Georgina 27 degrees, including Olala, Betty is gonna get some 28 degrees, Babylon 27 degrees. So let's go to next tower, which is 8 a.m. This and thing. Let's go back to 3 p.m. Let's go back to 8 a.m. This and thing. So Port Elton's gonna be 23 degrees. Onwards gonna get some 24 degrees. Warrington 24 degrees. Collingwood 25 degrees. Palm Beach 24 degrees. Solid Bay 24 degrees. Thunder Beach 23 degrees. Palm Beach gonna get some other done. Some inland's gonna get some 23 degrees. Bear. Lee's gonna get some 23.5 degrees. Georginia's gonna be 23.5 degrees. Bablas is 23 degrees. So Hamilton 24 degrees. Warmest in how cold is 21 degrees. 22. Brant 25 degrees, Tofo 24 degrees, Scarborough is going to get some 23 degrees, Sax 22.5, Newmarket 24 degrees, Orange is going to be 24 degrees, Uxbridge 22 degrees, Oshawa 22 degrees, Peterborough 22 degrees, Coburg 22 degrees, Belleville 21 degrees, Georgina 23 including Betty, Georgina, Beverly, Isles, and all la. So let's go to La Hopes Bay, which is 21 degrees, Lines is going to be 21 degrees, so let's go to next tower, which is everywhere in Narc was 26 degrees. London. So let's go to next tower, which is 2 p.m. Whiteton 28 degrees, Boylston 23 degrees, Honolulu is going to be 25 degrees, Collingwood 30 degrees, Bombay 27 degrees, Solid Bay 26 degrees, Palm Beach gonna get some. So Thunder Beach gonna get some 25 degrees, 24, 23 degrees. So everywhere near about 30.5 degrees. Hamilton Oco 29 degrees. That's the warmest. Well, cold is 28 degrees. Toronto 29 degrees. Brandon 35 degrees. Tofu 35 degrees. Scarborough is gonna get some. 34 degrees. So Newmarket 24, 34 degrees. Orange 33 degrees. Express 33 degrees. Asha 28 degrees. Peterborough 31 degrees. Cowboys 33 degrees. Bravo 30 degrees. Jody Leon's gonna get some 31 degrees. Paris 32 degrees. Beverly Isel's gonna get some 32 degrees. Alala 31 degrees. And Land's gonna get some 29 degrees. 30 degrees. So 31 degrees in Land. So Hoops is gonna get some 24 degrees. Line says gonna get some 23 degrees. So success. So this is the end of the video. Let's double forward line said obey, which is going to get some already done. So already 24 degrees. Hoops is gonna be 25 degrees. So this is the end of the video. So this is the end of the video. So